Hi, everyone. I'm Marc Lichtenfeld, Chief Income Strategist with the Oxford Club. Welcome to State of the Market. A few weeks ago, I was emulating Samuel L. Jackson.
I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
I didn't have snakes on my plane, but I did get this text from my son who was in our house while we were away from the weekend. I saw a 2-foot snake in the house. It might be a coral snake, so be careful. I didn't see where it went. Mom, are you joking? Junior, not joking. He proceeded to tell us that it was black, red, and yellow, the colors of a poisonous coral snake, but he didn't see which colors touch which is an identifier of coral snakes. Red touches yellow, kill a fellow. Red touches black, friend of Jack, and all that.
It's actually not the worst advice.
Great advice.
So we came home the next night, searched for the snake, but came up empty and went to bed after a careful inspection of the bed. Certain we'd be devoured in our sleep by this poisonous man-eating serpent. At midnight, our daughter burst through our door saying she saw the snake in the laundry room. Despite being jolted out of our REM cycles, we sprung into action like commandos. The snake was by the sink near the washing machine. We put something down to block its escape under the washer. I determined that red was touching black. He may be a friend of Jack, but he is no friend of mine. He has got to go. But I confirmed it was a king scarlet snake and not poisonous. We laid down a deep garbage pail, swept the snake into it, grabbed the receptacle, took it outside, and released the snake. Not to brag, but the precision and speed with which the mission was executed would have made SEAL Team 6 jealous.
All right, we bust in like Navy SEALs, zip tie his hands, bag over his head, and then we bash him.
The next day, I was back in my routine looking at the markets, and it dawned on me that this operation was similar to how investors need to operate to be successful. So, for the first time ever, here is Marc Lichtenfeld's plan for removing snakes and making money in the stock market. Make a plan. Before we even looked for the snake, we got all of our equipment ready so that when the time came, even if it was in the middle of the night, like it was, we'd be prepared. We had the garbage pail and broom right by the door, so all we had to do was grab it and go snake catching. Similarly, investors should know what they plan to do before they make any moves with their money. You can make an on-the-spot decision such as buying a stock based on a chart or an option based on a trading service you subscribe to, but you should know ahead of time what your goals are and how much you're going to risk so that when the right opportunity comes along, you're not left scrambling trying to figure out if you have the money or how much money to invest. You'll also know that if the wrong opportunity comes along, you won't act on it because it doesn't align with your goals. For example, if you're a conservative investor focused on income and preserving capital, you won't suddenly plow your money into crypto because your brother-in-law tells you his buddy from work knows a guy that says some altcoin is going to quintuple.
But take that very sad anecdote and put it towards crypto.
Have a plan for risk. Had the snake in fact been a coral snake, we likely would have shut the door, blocked its way out as best we could, and called a professional. Not being an experienced snake handler, which is surprising, I know, I would not have wanted to take on the risk of something going very wrong and winding up in the emergency room.
We got a bleeder!
In the markets, you definitely need a plan for risk. I recommend using trailing stops on stocks. That way the decision to exit is made when you enter the trade, when emotions are not running hot. You know exactly how much of a loss you're willing to take or how much of a gain you're willing to give up if things go south. If you're trading more speculative assets like options, which move much more than stocks, a trailing stop won't make sense because you're likely to get stopped out just from market noise. So assume you'll take a 100% loss and only risk as much as you can afford to lose should that occur. Now, most of the time that won't happen, but controlling for risk isn't about most of the time. It's about making sure the unusual situations don't ruin you. When the time comes, take action. Once we recognized it was a king scarlet and not a coral snake, we knew it was go time and we went. It took probably less than 10 seconds from the time we put the garbage pail down to the time the snake was resettled outside. When you're investing and the right opportunity presents itself, jump on it. It's so easy to talk yourself out of buying a stock or other investment. The market is too strong, I'll just wait till it comes back down, or the market is too weak and I'll wait till it improves. There is no Goldilocks market. It is never just right. If you're prepared and an investment makes sense, go for it. We all have had many, many investments that we liked and were ready to buy, and for whatever reason, we didn't. And sometime later, it was worth a lot more than the original price. But if you've taken steps to reduce your risk, it makes it that much easier to take action. Whether you're catching snakes or investing for the future, these steps will help things progress the way you want them to and drastically lower the chances of a negative outcome. Thanks for watching State of the Market, and if you have any snake catching or investing tips, leave them in the comments section. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for more wealth and income building ideas. I'm Marc Lichtenfeld. I'll see you next time.